Hey guys, Sarah from Aaron's Outdoor, and today I am doing some creek fishing at a creek that I fished a ton. I fished at this spot a ton. And I'm fishing with a Nico Hellgrammite today, or at least that's what I'm trying out first. It worked really well at a nearby river a week or so ago. And I also got a new reel here, the Runkle Baelish 2000. It's a reel they sent me a little while ago, and I did make a video on it, but I ended up taking that video down. So I wanted to put it in another video and see how it does. It's like, I think it retails for like $30 or something, so it's definitely a cheaper reel than I typically use, but I'm gonna try it out today and see how it does for its price point, and hopefully catch some fish with it. There's a fish. I thought I had a fish that last cast, and I hook set it and just like didn't hook into anything. So I cast it back in there, and it was a fish. Not a bad little spotted bass. I'm gonna get on land here so I don't drop him in. All right, I usually get one, or like that spot right there is usually pretty good. Didn't get anything, but I did get one fish, just kind of right up above that log over there. There's like a little bit of slack water right next to that current, and then a little tree underwater, so looked like a good spot, and got my first fish, so I'll take it. Maybe like a pound spotted bass. All right, that's my first fish on that Runkle Baelish reel. I think I'll have a promo code down below if you want to pick one up to get a little money off, but that is a long fish. He might not weigh that much, but he might be like a 15-incher. He's just long and skinny. There's a fish right off of that piling. All right, I think it's another spotted bass. There's a lot of spotted bass in here. Wait a second. You're kidding me. This might be a shoal bass. That is crazy. That is really cool, actually. So I've only caught one hybrid shoal bass out of this area of this creek. All the other bass have been primarily spotted bass and then some largemouth, but this looks like to be a pretty pure shoal bass, which is really, that's crazy. Like, I've fished this creek so many times. So shoal bass are the native bass here, but spotted bass, like Alabama spotted bass, have for the most part taken over this area of the creek. So that's really cool to catch a shoal bass here. Never have I done that in this area of the creek. All right, well, that is really cool to see. My first pure shoal bass. It might not be 100% pure, but my first shoal bass out of this creek, out of this area of this creek. That is crazy rare because I've fished here, just so many times, and I fished this exact spot so many times and never caught a shoal bass before. There's a fish. Ooh, it's pull and drag. Not a bad fish. Not a bad fish. Good fish. Good one. Get up here. Dude, solid fish. All right, the drag's not... it's pretty... It's not that big. It might be like a 2-pounder. Wow, nice catch. Thank you. That little kid was funny, calling this 3.5-pounder. Some people might call that, but this is probably a solid 2-pounder, which is a great bass for this creek. And yeah, I have the drag set pretty tight. It's not like super smooth on the reel, just because it is a $30 reel, but nonetheless, handled this nice fish fighting in that current. I'll weigh him, see if he's over 2, but I think he probably is, or at least 2. All right, I'm gonna guess like 2 pounds, 2 ounces for this guy. Ah, no way. All right, well, it said 1 pound, 11 ounces twice. I really think he's a 2-pounder. When I first turned the scale on it, said like -6 ounces, but maybe he's only 1.11 pounds. Either way, it's a good one, but I don't know. I caught a couple 2-pounders here recently, and it seems just as big. And he's not skinny, so I don't know. Either way, even if he's just a little under 2, it's a very solid fish for the creek. Well, I hate it when I'm not filming, but I just caught this fish. I switched batteries after I caught that nice one, and I forgot to press record after I switched the battery. But I caught this little bass, and he had this lure with a bunch of line attached to him, so I got that out of him, which should be good for that little guy. I'll throw that line away after I release this fish. But what's interesting about this fish is it looks like a spotted bass, but it looks like it's a slight hybrid. At first I thought it might be part shoal bass, but I think it might have a tiny bit of Chattahoochee bass in it, which is a native species to this area, but for the most part it's like pretty much extinct in this area. But yeah, he's got some faint kind of red markings in the fins, very faint, but I think this guy might be partially Chattahoochee bass, which is I mean, really hard to tell if you don't know a lot about that, but it's a cool little catch. Well, as you just saw, I had a pretty good day at that creek, but that was about a month ago, and since then I have not had the best luck creek and river fishing, and I also just haven't fished that much. Since then, I've had one really good day, which will be my next video, but besides that, I've only caught one fish out of a creek or river. There's a fish. What is that? All right, it's a little tiny bass. I mean, I felt this thing pecking at it. And it's a shoal bass, which is what I've been catching here, but it's tiny. Still a beautiful little fish. I mean, I felt him pecking at it like crazy. I thought it was probably a tiny fish. It was, and I'm really surprised that I actually hooked it and got it in here. Well, it's a cute little guy. Not the biggest fish to break in the new rod, but hey, I'll take it. This guy's down there. Hopefully there's some bigger ones down there too. And yeah, that fish was tiny. I mean, like I said, I haven't been catching much, but I also haven't been fishing much. I've been really busy with school. I did recently fish on Lake Lanier, caught a couple fish, so I'll probably be in another future video. I'll probably have to combine that with another day of fishing on Lake Lanier whenever I go next. So nonetheless, I'm trying to put some videos out, but I'm just really busy with school, so it's really hard for me to consistently upload right now. But my next video should be a good one, so make sure to stay tuned for that. I mean, it happened almost a month ago, so I'm going to try to put this video out tomorrow, and then that video hopefully out pretty soon after this. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. But I'll catch y'all on the next video. Thanks for watching.